please welcome Aruna Miller to the stage. Good morning. Congratulations.
Good morning and congratulations. Now, I don't know who thought it was a good idea to have me follow Josiah and Yvonne. Were they incredible speakers or what? And Kiera, thank you. Thank you for the beautiful introduction. All I can say is, I don't know if you all know, but Kiera got a full scholarship to Gallaudet University. I am so proud of you. More importantly, Kiera and I had a moment to talk to each other before the ceremony today. And she told me that she wanted to be a pediatrician. So she wants to go into the world and heal the world. Kiera, we're all rooting for you and we're so proud of you. Now, Kiera also told me, just like me, I do have a dog at home named Hachi. She has a dog named Cinnamon, right? And we know pets play a big role in all our lives. Kiera, you should know I have a new furry family member in addition to Hachi, and it's a puppy named Puff. And I want to give a big shout out to Fred the dog that all of you are familiar with here, right? Where is Fred? I think Fred is here. But again, I just want to say thank you to everyone. And seniors, I am loving your hats. I mean, we got everything going on those hats. Palm trees, Hot Wheels, butterflies, Spider-Man, moonwalk to graduation. I am loving these hats. This is what it means to live outside of the lines that people draw for us. So congrats to all of you. And Josiah, I can't believe you know the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. I grew up with that book. That's amazing that you know what it is and you reference it in your speech. Some things are just timeless, aren't they? Love your message about shooting for the moon. I'm so honored to be here with each and every one of you. Now, I have to say that when I was invited to speak, the first thing I did was to see who the previous commencement speakers are. And your last two commencement speakers were glamorous, talented, dynamic actors. And then there's me, a nerdy civil engineer who has the honor of serving you as your lieutenant governor. MSD, thank you for expanding your definition of talent this year. I am deeply honored that you have asked me to speak. A hearty congratulations to all the student awardees. You have no idea how fulfilling it is for your family and friends that are here to see and cheer for all your accomplishments. Brian, thank you so much for bringing the memory of your son, Eric, and to build dreams for these students. You're an example of what it means when you take pain and turn it into purpose. So thank you for sharing Eric with all of us. Now, seniors, I was looking at your website, and I understand your theme was for the yearbook, Piece by Piece, We Build Together. Was that your theme this year? Yeah? Well, I want to say that it is a beautiful reflection of our journey in this world. Because life is much like a puzzle. Each piece distinct but incomplete on its own. The moments that shape you, the relationships that hold you, the choices that define you. Day by day, they come together to shape the person that you become. And graduates, all the pieces are still coming together. New adventures, new friendships, new opportunities. And I can't wait to see what you all build next. Now, let's take a moment to recognize the people who helped build this moment that we're all experiencing today. To the parents, families, loved ones, and the pets at home, because of your unconditional love, your guidance, and your unwavering belief in these graduates, you help shape the remarkable young people that we get to celebrate today. To Board President Lishi Walker and the Board of Trustees, dedicated teachers, administrators, staff, and all of Team Maryland School for the Deaf, you did more than just educate. You created a place where every student is seen, valued, challenged, and most importantly, empowered. And to the talented ALS interpreters who are giving voice to my words today, thank you. Thank you also to Secretary Beatty and David Bahar of the Maryland Department of Disabilities, and Ushala DeBerry, who is the Executive Director for the Office of Deaf, Blind, and Hard of Hearing, for helping build a Maryland that is more accessible, more inclusive, and more equitable for all. And as a point of personal privilege, I gotta give a shout out to my dear friend, Delegate Ann Kaiser. Now, Delegate Ann Kaiser has been serving in the Maryland General Assembly 20 years now? 24. 24 years. And let me tell you, you will get no better advocate than Delegate Ann Kaiser. Ann, thank you for your friendship and mentoring me over the years. Now, I know Superintendent Serrano could not be here, but I think he had a pretty good excuse not to be here, right? To see his own daughter graduate, which is pretty remarkable. Now, he is a history maker and a barrier breaker, the first person of color to lead MSD in its 155-year history when he first joined. His leadership didn't just open doors, it changed the picture. It expanded who belongs in it. Class of 2026, make no mistake, you too will redefine spaces. A puzzle is not beautiful because every piece looks the same. So fitting in was never the plan for your life. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to stand out. And I know what it feels like to enter a world where belonging doesn't come automatically. You heard that I'm an immigrant and came to the United States when I was 7 years old. I will never forget my first day of school in Poughkeepsie, New York. I walked into the classroom. None of the kids looked like me, and I couldn't speak a word of English. They couldn't understand me, and I couldn't understand them. But I wanted to fit in as best I could. So my little 7-year-old mind had a brilliant idea. I thought maybe at lunchtime, food is a great gathering place. That will be where I will make my friends. So I sat next to my friends at the lunch table, and I decided that I would do whatever they were doing, because that's the best way to fit in, right? So I ate American food for the very first time in my life. I drank cold milk for the first time in my life. And I am feeling really good. I'm thinking, these are my BFFs. I walked back proudly to my classroom, sat down, and proceeded to vomit all over my desk. I am mortified. I'm crying. My teacher calls my mom. My mom comes to pick me up. I sit in the back of the car, and I'm crying to my mom that I don't want to stay in this country anymore. I want to go back to my grandma who raised me, and I hate cold milk. I never want to drink it again. After we get home, a few hours later, I hear a knock on the door. I open the door, and standing in the snow is one of my classmates. In her hands are a stack full of paintings that all the kids in the classroom had made for me. Some of them had hearts, some had teardrops coming down, some had smiley faces that were drawn. And in that moment, my teacher taught me one of the most important lessons: the impact that empathy can have on others. This was my first lesson in the United States of America, and it's the lens in which I look through everything in my life, from my personal to my professional to my spiritual life. So, MSD graduates, I want to let you know that connection is built piece by piece. Belonging is in every language. And the most meaningful forms of communication are not always spoken, they are felt. You know what it feels like to enter spaces where access, understanding, and belonging were not always guaranteed. And because of that, you've learned something so powerful. You have developed a rare kind of language, the ability to notice who feels unseen and the empathy to make sure they're not. Never, ever lose that gift. And wherever life takes you next, college, careers, service, do not shrink yourself to fit into a hearing world. challenged the world to grow more inclusive because you were in it. Graduates, one of the lessons your community teaches so well is that communication is about more than just sound. So before I continue, I'd like us all to reflect on that together. I want everyone to be in silence for a moment. Now, most hearing people experience silence as absence. But for your community, silence is not absence. It's a familiar connection, expression, identity, love. And graduates, never let the world convince you that the way you experience life is somehow smaller. It's not smaller, it's different. Never let anyone confuse hearing with having a voice. Your voice has always been there, and the world is incomplete without you and your voice. The world changes because of people who experience it differently, who notice things that others miss, who challenge assumptions, who force society to become more thoughtful, more accessible, and more inclusive. And the Moore-Miller administration, through our state as a model employer initiative, we are committed to making state government one of the best places in the nation to build a career, but also to be valued, supported, and empowered to grow. We're investing in apprenticeship programs, affordable housing, career pathways, because your future matters, your talent matters, and your independence matters. And I want to tell all of you that if you're ever interested in getting an internship in the Lieutenant Governor's office, just let me know, because I would love to have all of you, but my office isn't that big, but at least some of you, I would love to have you come through, because you need to understand just how impactful policy making is on the lives of everyone. Policy making impacts our life from the moment we wake up till the moment we close our eyes, and your voices need to be there. So let me know if you're interested. Class of 2026, you have a great mascot, the Oriole. As it turns out, there are a few lessons we can learn from our feathered friend. So as you leave Maryland School for the Deaf, do as Orioles do. Orioles are builders. They weave together individual strands to create something strong enough to support the future. So build a life of purpose, build meaningful relationships, build communities where others belong. Orioles travel great distances navigating changing seasons and unfamiliar places. So adapt, be curious, be resilient, trust yourself when the path ahead seems a bit unclear. And Orioles are impossible to miss. They don't spend their lives trying to blend in to the environment and landscape. So stand out. Be your authentic selves. Use your voice. Share your gifts. And Orioles were never meant to blend in, and neither are you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Time for you to fly. Godspeed.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller, for your message.